Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to bring you a fairly informal video. I was down here on the range and I've been getting a lot of questions about this, so I figured I would just make a short video to answer it. So we're going to be talking about the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0, but specifically we're going to be talking about the holster that I've been using with it. Now, depending on when you see this video, I may have one or two other videos already on this pistol, and I will link them down in the description. I do already have a full video on this that I did when I first got my hands on this gun, so that one will definitely be down there. In that video, I mentioned this pistol doesn't belong to me. It is just on loan. So when I got the gun on loan, the first thing I had to do was come up with a holster. In my opinion, to really be able to evaluate a gun, of course I want to put some rounds through it, but I also want to carry it a little bit, and I want to run it through some practical drills, some bill drills, some reload drills, things like that, and just get a feel for what the gun is actually capable of, not just standing on the range, shooting at a target, no time pressure, never actually drawing the gun. I don't think that's really a good way to measure a firearm's capability, especially if it's a carry gun. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, maybe drop a like or a comment. It does go to help me out. And if you're not following me on Instagram and Facebook, I would appreciate that as well. That is also the best place to contact me directly, as well as my email that's down in the description. So as of me making this video, there's really not a lot of good quality holsters for this pistol right now, at least not that I'm aware of. I'm mainly referring to inside the waistband type holsters. I personally carry appendix regardless of what I'm carrying. I generally always carry a full-size firearm like I'm carrying right now. Hopefully you can see that. So even something smaller like this, I still want an appendix holster. And since this pistol doesn't belong to me, I really didn't want to purchase one, so I just made one work that I already had. So this is a Tier 1 concealed holster. It is the Axis Elite Slim. I think I got that name right. I'm not sure if they make this exact holster anymore. I have had this one for a lot of years. It originally did have a sidecar over here on the side for an additional mag. I removed that a long time ago, and I just added a second clip. I always like a 2-clip design on any concealment holster, especially for appendix. It just makes the entire thing a little bit more rigid. If your holster isn't consistent, if your belt isn't consistent, you're never going to have a consistent draw. So having 2 clips is really a big deal. As you can see in the holster I'm carrying here, this is one of my all-time favorites. It's a MIE production. It has 2 clips as well. So this holster was originally made for a Glock 43. So the way that I made it work for this pistol was relatively simple. The grommets here where the claw mounts, I just removed those and then put the bolts right back in. So it's just Kydex to Kydex now. You don't have that rubber grommet to make it a little bit wider. Over here on the other side, it never had grommets anyway, so I just removed them here to make it the same. The only grommet that I left was one right here in the very bottom corner. I did remove that one and try it, but it was a little bit too tight, so I put that one back. So basically the entire holster is just clamshelled together, Kydex to Kydex, all the way around except on that one corner. And now it fits pretty much perfectly. It has good retention. If I shake it hard enough, of course it will fall out. And yes, this gun is unloaded. We are on a range, but everything's on the up and up. But all in all, it fits pretty good in that holster. The only other issue I had is the magazine release on the Bodyguard does stick out just a little bit. So if I would put the mag in the gun, if I put it in the holster and I pushed really, really hard, it would eject the magazine, and that's definitely a no-go. So what I did was I took a Dremel tool and I just egged out just a little bit right here where the magazine release is. And then I took a hair dryer and I heated this up and I just molded the Kydex over just a little bit. So now no matter how hard I push, it doesn't eject the magazine. Now I'm not necessarily saying go buy this holster and then modify it to make it work. These holsters are around $100, sometimes even over $100, depending on exactly what you get. So that is pretty expensive for something that you're instantly going to have to modify. Once you get a really good quality holster, you'll really never go back to the cheap ones. I carry in a setup like this every day, and this holster with my custom wedge and my Core Essential belt, it really allows me to be able to carry a full size every single day. I used to chase concealment going smaller and smaller, but I quickly found out that I could actually carry a full size firearm with the correct holster, wedge, and belt combo. But I digress. A micro pistol like this in a good appendix holster, I will admit, it completely disappears on your body. As far as concealment goes, no one will ever know it's there. And it is just easy to carry. I mean, unloaded, this gun only weighs 10 ounces. I have pocket knives that literally weigh about that much. That's not that much heavier than the multi-tool that I carry every single day. So with a good holster, this thing absolutely will disappear in every way. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it and found the information helpful. As always, thanks for watching. See y'all next time.